to work his run.
They'll go to the toss. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
You love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The offense lining up for a first down play. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get some positive.
Got enough space. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Makes the grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offense coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on second and long from the 23. Pocket starts to collapse. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Dances away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick setting up fourth down.
This is going all in. Goalpost virtually tapping you on the shoulder, heels almost in the end zone, and that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, LSU!
is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead, lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Buying some time. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Buys a little time. And a quick shuffle pass underneath.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Slings it downfield. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
He'll pull it down and run. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
Defense will always try to get some tips, you know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Going deep. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Snares it outside. It's Chubb. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he is putting the work this week.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
He lets it fly. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Running it back, it's Johnson. Quick with the spin move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Owens. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped them.
Despite coming up short on the previous 2 fourth down attempts, this offense will try it here again. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the offense will go for it around midfield. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's going to take off. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
On the option. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
The sure hands, it's Crawford. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. That last completion sets them up on second down. Off play action. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Chubb. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, looking at matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. With the catch, it's Crawford. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
That's just two guys being on the same page, and they just dialed up a play that they feel so confident in. They know their quarterback and receiver can go out and execute in this juncture of the game, winning, needing that third down to ice it. That was perfect.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Bradley. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown. It is a dagger in this game.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail beat Coughlin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot.
Sends it downfield. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They're just hoping to get a little breathing room for the punt. And the ball falls to the ground, incomplete. The game is over, and that's just sort of how this one has gone. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, you know, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew